Grand Rising. Great time to be alive. Jamie Jameson here. 1913 is when the Grove Park Inn in Asheville was built. If you've never been to Asheville, it's a beautiful place. I was listening to some Dr. Joe Dispenza this morning talking about our ability to be alone and still thrive without the dependency on relationships and other people, because our body in homeostasis, when it's in peace, is constantly repairing itself and it's constantly at its highest. And when we get around people that have, chaotic energy or dependency or depression or sadness or some kind of mood that isn't consistent, and that can be myself as well. We tend to be in fight or flight or survival mode, and it's harder to be at peace or to relax around certain energies, as you know. So I just thought that was cool. And there's a practice that I do here with this guitar and this microphone, and whether or not anybody's watching or I get any subscribes or likes out of it, it's irrelevant to me, because this is for me. This is my time to come together and talk about what's going on in my soul and my spirit. And this is really an act of self-love, and for me to love other people, I need to love myself first. And if I don't, then I'm going to take it out on the people around me. And I've lived this before. I know what I need to do to recharge my batteries. And it's got nothing to do with other people. It's got everything to do within myself. So I take this time when I remember to. I don't do it consistently, but it's a good practice for me. I encourage you to do the same. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it's writing in your notebook, maybe it's writing poetry or coloring or walking, but have some me time in the me-niverse. Allow yourself to step outside the social obligation and allow yourself to sing out of tune. And you don't have to play any elaborate chords, just pick 3 and tell your truth. It's been a rough couple years for me. I'm not sure how it's been for you, but I've struggled with my family and my siblings who I love dearly. They just can't seem to get along with me. I'm not sure if it's just jealousy, but they've been attacking me left and right. So I fight, but I don't wanna fight anymore. I've done all I can to support them in their journey, but that's been my mistake. So I'll never entangle myself again. This life is only so long, but every thought can be an eternity. My creative mind can sum up stories that aren't even real. I'm gonna go back to the neck position. It's a lot better for the tone, not as abrasive, and my voice can come up above it. Yeah, it cuts through a lot easier. I take for granted sometimes how I can play this guitar and sing in the microphone. because you can get used to anything. But I don't want to lose sight of the gifts that I've been given from whoever's responsible for creating me. Yes, I know there are religions and stories that will tell me it's Jesus, Jehovah. If it is, I'll praise your name. But I've said the prayers and don't feel anything. I've been having to take the words of others, and I read the scriptures, and I gain as much wisdom as I can. But there's still questions as to why something that happened so long ago still has such an impact on the present. Did he die for my sins? If so, when does the forgiveness begin? 'Cause I've been put on trial over and over, and I can't release the sentence I put on myself. But I don't really believe in hell. But what I do know is that my life is challenging at times, and I am afraid, so I run and hide. I don't want to be in the public eye anymore, 'cause I'm not even sure who I am, and I don't want to sell myself short on something that I've already conquered. I think there's more to me than what I see in the mirror. 'Cause when I look in my eyes, I realize that my story is just a story, and that's all it is. I can rewrite the chapters as I go along, because what happened to me happened for me. Yes, I've heard it before. And you are bigger than your body. Like John Mayer says, the best songwriter I know. That's just my opinion. Thank you, John, for existing and giving us all the inspiration, man. Anyway, that's just a little riff, right? And speaking sincerely from the heart, I try to stay under 10 minutes, and it's a good start to my day. I love you all. Thank you for listening and tuning in. I love this journey of this life and being a musician. Who knows where it's going to take me, but it's already given me many, many beautiful relationships and blessings, and for that I'm grateful. I will never lose sight of being able to do that. There's a lot of people that can't do that. But there's a lot of people that are way better than me, and it's not about competition. Competition is the thief of all joy. So just pick 3 chords, D, C, and G, and say, hey, my heart is a little on fire, and this is why, 'cause I miss you and me, or whatever it is. Just speak your truth, get it out, express it. Cheers.